Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Anastasia and here we talk about wellness. And today I prepared for you some interesting things to discuss because we're gonna talk about new research, recent TikTok trends and street kintsugi. But guys, before we start, please like this video and follow me here on YouTube not to miss any videos of mine and of course to help my channel to grow. Grab your snacks and drinks and of course, let's begin. Well guys, I have one question to you. What do you prefer more, tea or coffee? You can pause and answer in comments. Because personally, I prefer coffee, especially in the morning, after my stretching, after shower, face massage. Such a nice tradition. But did you know that according to newly released research, if you drink 4 and more cups of coffee per day, also if you drink lots of carbonated drinks and fruit juices, you increase the risk of getting a stroke. Because caffeine in coffee increases blood pressure and high sugar content in fizzy and fruit drinks leads to obesity and diabetes, which are major risk factors for a stroke. But drinking tea may actually help you to reduce this risk because tea in general protects against stroke. So the study involved almost 30,000 people from 32 countries, and of course the results vary a little bit, but besides that, the research has also found that drinking lots of water, like 7 cups and more per day, may actually have the same effect as tea and reduce the risk of getting a stroke by 18%. Well, I actually think that is pretty useful and interesting research because I personally know people who cannot spend a day without a soft drink, which to be honest is really surprising to me. I mean, I don't know how people do that because personally I don't feel well physically when I drink lots of coffee or sugary drinks very often. For example, I remember this period of my life like a couple of years ago. I was very stressed and I was studying and I was working, I just had too much pressure in my life, so I started to drink lots of coffee, like 4 or 5 cups a day. And I'm telling you, I felt so bad. For example, I did not have any energy despite all the coffee I had during the day, I felt always stressed and irritated and I couldn't handle my emotions, plus I did not have proper sleep, because I was drinking lots of coffee and my sleeping schedule was so messed up, so my body couldn't recharge properly during the night. So it was just a big mess, And then when I started to take more rest during the day, when I fixed my sleeping schedule, started to meditate, and most importantly, I started to exercise, I got more energy during the day, so consequently, I reduced the amount of coffee in my life, It just happened somehow by itself, like naturally, And now I'm drinking like 1 cup of coffee in the morning, sweet tradition. And honestly, I feel very good. I have lots of energy, I'm very productive, I'm very focused, I'm taking proper rest, I'm super satisfied. That's why guys, drink more tea and water every day and of course, stay healthy. And speaking about movement, recently there is a new fitness trend on TikTok called cozy cardio. Cozy because you can do it in your pajamas. We get used to perceiving cardio as something intense and tiring, and exactly for this reason, very few people truly like cardio. That's why a girl named Hope Zuckerbrow came up with the idea of cozy cardio. It's the moment for women to reclaim their relationship with exercise.
We are so back. It's 7:30 in the morning. You know what that means. Let's do some cozy cardio. First, we got to fill up our water. Time for our iced protein coffee. I do half calf because I'm an anxious girly. 2 scoops of decaf. 1 scoop of regular. And into our protein cabinet, I think we're gonna go for a pumpkin spice. As always, I'm gonna add a little bit of silk vanilla creamer. Tastes like fall. Now let's make it extra cozy. Turning the fireplace on. I have a lava lamp, but she's done for. I need a new one. Turning on the Scentsy. So pretty. Busting out the big candle. Before we light, we gotta cut the wicks. This one is from Pottery Barn, and it smells so good. It's bergamot and oak moss. And we are gonna come put her over here. Time to set up our station. Water, iced protein coffee, and the remotes. I'm gonna put my hair up. This is optional, but you guys know me, I'm gonna garden first. Putting our shoes on because we protect our feet. Now it is officially time to do some cozy cardio.
So what does cozy cardio entail? It's a cozy space, tasty drink, something to watch like a podcast, a movie or a TV show, and of course low impact easy movement that makes you feel good. Her first video got almost 2 million views and actually inspired lots of people to get moving. And even though I really don't understand people who are drinking something like coffee, juices, whatsoever during their workout, I personally love this trend very much because most of the time this is how I exercise. I'm taking my mat, my cat is next to me, I'm opening some series and I'm just moving there, minding my own business, enjoying my time, enjoying my body. Lots of people cannot stick to movement as a habit because they either put too much pressure on themselves or they have lots of expectations. But you need to understand that you are just a human being and you cannot give your 100% every single day. It's just impossible. That's why if you want to make movement a habit, the point is not to do the maximum. The point is just to do something. For instance, there are days when I'm waking up and I just feel tired, because for example, I had a few very intense working days before, or I did not sleep enough for different reasons, but the point is, I know that if I'm gonna start lifting weights right now, I'm gonna put too much pressure on myself, and for the next few days, I'm not gonna exercise at all. That's why I know that on these kind of days, it's better to do something easy, like to go for a walk, to do some stretching, to do a posture workout, whatever. Better to show up somehow than not to show up at all. We are imperfect people living in an imperfect world, and that's why we have to learn how to relax, how to chill, and how to give ourselves a break sometimes. And speaking about TikTok trends, we know that New Year is pretty soon, and usually we have this wonderful magical tradition to review our life, to set new goals, to declutter our space, to reset our routine, etc. But this year, some TikTok users decided to start this tradition a few months earlier, creating a trend called October Theory.
The October Theory and how we're changing our lives this October is we're going to be really intentional about what we want our life to look like come January 1st. Think about your goals, think about whatever you might do, like typically like maybe your New Year's resolutions or something like that. Think about them now, and now is the time that we're going to plant these seeds and put these things into place. So once the new year starts, we really use these seeds that are planted in October to be really intentional about being who we want and having our lives look the way that we want.
According to a viral concept, October is a perfect time to engage in self-reflection and make some lifestyle changes. These changes can include prioritizing health and movement, picking up a new hobby, or simply ending things that don't work for you anymore. Why exactly October? Well, many people say that they feel more motivation during the fall to make some changes before the year actually finishes. Plus, during the fall, they feel like it's more manageable than during the holidays. Honestly, I so can relate to this trend because I feel exactly the same way. I mean, first of all, fall is associated with new studying year, and that's why it gives you this vibe of new beginning at some point, And secondly, let's be honest, there is no so much time to actually sit down and reflect on things during the holidays, because first of all, it's time for celebrating. So we meet lots of people like family and friends, and we spend lots of time with them together, And secondly, it's so cold outside that who wants to sit down and reflect on things and write goals and whatever? We just want to lay down in bed in our pajamas under a warm blanket, eating lots of chocolate and watching Christmas movies.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, 5 and 10, listening once again. Candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot.
And the last thing I want to discuss today is the magic that is recently happening on the streets of Europe and New York. A known French artist who calls himself Eminem, widely recognized as pavement surgeon, expresses his creativity by mending fractured pavements and walkways with mosaics. I mean, just look how beautiful they are. It's so amazing how his mosaics bring a burst of color to the gray asphalt streets. Actually, a few years ago, there was another artist, Rachel Sussman, who was doing a very similar thing. Rachel was fixing broken streets with gold using an ancient technique called kintsugi. This way, the artist was trying to bring attention to changes that take place over time in the world around us. I think that it's a truly beautiful and healthy way not only to express yourself as an artist, but also to attract attention to existing problems. I so love it. Well guys, this is it for today. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's podcast, and please don't forget to like this video and follow me here on YouTube to help my channel to grow. And of course guys, I wish you to stay healthy, to stay happy, and have a beautiful, beautiful day.